I'm in my garden. Unfortunately the weather's shite, so I'll have to put up a video about finding one of my epic relics that I found about a year ago. It's really epic, this one. It's got a real bit of history, and it might have even been touched by a king. Good morning my lovers, I'm back out on my fields. I'm on this lovely spot today. I reckon I'll be able to find a few hammered coins in here. I've got the small coil on me detector, and hopefully we're going to find some epic relics. This was a banging signal, and I've got it out. I found it. I thought it was going to be a bit of cack, and it kind of is a bit of cack. But look. There it is. Right there. It's going to focus. Come on, focus, pesky camera. There we go. It's some sort of a plaque. Yeah. What's that say on there? Looks a bit weird. Right, let's give it a rub on the magic trousers. Ooh, actually it might be quite old. It might be old. It might be old. It might be very old. Alright, let's just swing and bend that back up. Yeah. I can't. I thought it was writing, but I'm not so sure now. Is it writing or just some sort of a funny squiggle? Right. It's not very thick though. That's the thing. It's not like, you know, almost a sort of a Victorian thickness. Is that a face there? Right, I'm going to get this cleaned up and get back to you. Right, I've managed to clean it up a bit, but it's a bit damp today, so it's not sort of drying out very well. It looks like a sort of almost like a heraldic shield. But it's got this odd sort of squiggly line going down it, and it terminates there. Is that a snake's head? Oh, that's proper weird. Right, I don't know what that is. It's a little bit thin, the material, so it doesn't look like really, really old. But they did make thin stuff back in the Saxon times. So yeah, possibly something. Wibbly wobbly snake down to her head. Well, that's the find of the day so far. Right, I've managed to sort of dry it out and clean it a bit more. But is that supposed to be a deer? Is those antlers? Front leg, back leg, tail. Oh, I don't know. It's just difficult to make out. It looks old. Definitely think this is the find of the day for sure. You know, it's making some sort of a form, isn't it, there? But what is it? Don't know. Right, I'm going to take a picture and send it off to my finds liaison officer. So here is the shield on the Portable Antiquities Scheme database. My finds liaison officer has had a look at it. And it's some sort of a mount, heraldic mount, that is a heater shield. What's one of them then? What's a heater shield? Don't know. But someone could mention it in the comments below. Front face pendant shows a moulded heraldic decoration consisting of 3 passant lions with paws raised on a red enamel background. Well, I didn't see any enamel, but I suppose it's come off. The heraldic terms blazon would describe the glues 3 lions peasant guardian. Blah 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 blah. This mount depicts the arms of England, oh yes, from the reign of Richard I, Richard the Lionheart. Did you see him in that film? The historically inaccurate film Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. to the establishment of the Lancastrian dynasty in 1399. Let's have a closer look at this object. Yes, 1189 to 1400. Right, so as you can see, it is quite difficult to make it out. You know, when I was first looking at this in the field, you can't see the wood for the trees. But there is a squirrely thing there. Back leg is not obvious. Front, back other leg is not obvious. And the rampant line just about make out claws. But this is being photographed in high definition. You can just about make it out there. But when you're in the field, it's difficult to see these sorts of things. You know? It's probably a bit dirty still. But this is probably where the pins, the holes would have been for suspending it. And just think, King Richard himself could have actually touched this pendant. Because this pendant is unique. Most of them are like hanging pendants. But this one is like a big shield. Richard I of England on Wikipedia. We'll scroll down to his early life because he didn't live here long, apparently. He was born in Beaumont Place in Oxfordshire. Well, I'm quite close to Oxford, so I'm guessing he might have travelled around a bit. And if we look at the map of the UK, here we go, zoom in. Here is Oxford, right there. And this is the, I'm not going to show you the exact area, but this is sort of the area where I found it. So yeah, quite close. So I'm guessing he probably travelled around to different people. You know, when you're royalty, our queen was always going round opening fetes and visiting various dignitaries and doing all that sort of royal stuff. So I'm guessing that they must have travelled around the immediate area, because I think they said he lived in the UK until he was 6, and then there was a bit of strife and he had to bunk off to France. So here's my video here of the entire video. So what I will do is I will link up here to that video, put a link in, and I found a historian, proper historian, and he's done a very good video on the history of Richard I, and I'll also link that up there. I'll just go and show you his page. So here's the guy's website here. His name is, let's put him up. There he is. So he's not got much hair on top, but he's very good. And this video has had almost 600,000 views. So it's well worth watching. In fact, I've subscribed to the guy because he's really good. Right, I think that's about it. Now, if you want me to do any future videos on any of the other things I found, obviously the Fines Liaison Officer is a very busy chap, and when you do find things, it can take quite some time before you get it to him and get it back from him. So some of the items might not be available, but you know, I have got others, lots of other items that have gone through this system. And so if you want me to do a video down below of some of the items that I've found, then mention it and I'll see what I can do.